Okay. Hydrate a little bit. Sunflower power. Getting a little bit of water in before we take this walk. And we're off. We beat that 7:30 start, so feeling good about that. We're just over 1,500 steps, I think 1,800 or so. And it's time to mosey on. So we have a street sweeper, pretty loud contraption. Uh, there was a time I feel like growing up, we knew the street sweeper was coming, and so we were, you know, told not to park on the street. I don't know if I'm fabricating that memory or what, but yeah, whatever today is, I guess, is the street sweeper day. I don't know if it's weekly or not. Something that was kind of interesting to me back then, and now it's interesting again, but for so many years, it did not care. Thanks for joining me on my live walk towards 10,000 steps every day is the goal. KC on YouTube says, "What the hell is going on?" It's all good. So we're streaming on YouTube and on TikTok, and I go for a walk every day, just about every day. It's definitely a goal to get 10,000 steps in underfoot, which is about 5 miles. Designer drip coming in with the smoke already. Hey, you don't understand why I'm wearing the hat. That's why. See that? See that glowing orb behind me? That's why. The sun is powerful and keeps the sun off my face. You don't see the sun. Okay. Well, I appreciate you jumping into the chat, checking out my channel, contributing. Even if you got some troll vibes, it's all good. Impact Athletics Association. That's the one right there. coming in with the support says, I understand why you're wearing the hat. Ah, there comes that street sweeper. It's loud. I don't really know what it does. Here's the street. Before and after. Y'all, I have to wonder. I have to wonder, like, is it doing anything? Here's the street sweeper. I mean, even in the tracks, there's still debris. I just, I'm failing to see the point. I don't know. Nothing designer about the hat. You know what makes it designer? I'll tell you what. There's a little shade here. I'm an artist. It's my hat. Therefore, it's designer. Maybe I should sell it. What would you pay for this hat? Should I put it up for auction? It's been on my head many, many times. The design is sunblock. It's also fashionable. I mean, look at this thing. Just no Gucci, no Louis, no designer. Oh, such short-sighted. Look at this. Look at this designer shirt. One of a kind. Are you kidding me? I'm the epitome of high fashion. You know, in spite of my lack of drip, my drab clothing, my functional clothing, more precisely, I I have a good appreciation, deep appreciation for fashion. Yes, indeed. The sun is a little higher in the sky than I like, but I had to take care of some business, including those couple few dishes staring back at me when I went to wash my hands. Like, are you just gonna leave us here? I was like, no, we're gonna take care of this. Is it coming back? I think it's coming back. So loud. It's coming back. What is it doing? Here we go. Here's before. I don't see a difference. I don't know what it's picking up. So anyway, perhaps a space to innovate. Oh, got a little lizard. Where is he? No, there he is. What's up, buddy? Doing push-ups? Getting some push-ups in? Doing push-ups? Don't quit now. You were busting them out. All right. Well, he did a short set. I think I saw 3 quality push-ups there from Franklin. Design drip. Man, you came to the right place. You want to talk about design. What do you want to say? I mean, you're talking about some really commercial brands. Um, kind of boring, honestly. I don't think these are transitions. I think these are. I got the wrong glasses. Oops. Designer drip says, "Yeah, but that one came from Family Dollar. That's the difference." My hat? I did not get this at Family Dollar. What if I did? Like I said, my hat. Now it's cool. Don't you understand? Yeah, stick around. Appreciate you. I only wear designer, no ifs, ands, or buts. Designer drip on YouTube says, "Oh, I take that back. Dollar Tree." You cannot, you cannot embarrass me for being thrifty. I don't remember where I bought this hat. It was so long ago, like so long ago. Um, but I can tell you that it was probably affordable. Um, although I don't frequent those places, I have no shade for people who do uh, go to places like that. I will say that I recommend reducing, reusing, recycling, reimagining. Um, so I'm a thrifty guy. Like go to thrift shops and buy what's already been used, but still has use. So that's my preferred method of much clothing. Anything clothes tend to have a longer life than we give them, including hats. Got a little shade here. The designer drip says, "I'm not trying to embarrass you, buddy." Okay, that's cool. You can't shame the man comfortable in his own non-designer shoes. God bless you. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, it's all good. Like I said, reduce, reuse. I think the clothing industry is sadly uh, just really bad labor conditions. And I hate calling humans labor. It's not my thing. That's shorthand and systemic violence. Um, Humans are not labor, we're humans. And anyway, but it is shorthand, and so we use it, but use it cautiously, use it conscientiously, use it consciously. Impact says exactly, reduce, reuse, recycle, reimagine, reinvent. Love the thrifty drip. We got some videos, I think on the VAJ channel, Vincent Alfonso Jamal with an F and a Z on YouTube. Uh, Check that out. Where we go thrift store shopping, get that thrifty drip, designer drip. You might love that video. you might love what Mr. Vincent and I are up to. And if you want drip, definitely check out Vincent's channel. Like, Mr. Vincent has impeccable style. In fact, we went live this morning on the Impact Athletics Association channel, and I can't recall, but more than a handful of comments about the designer socks he was wearing, which is typical in my experience, that he's rocking something cool on the shoes or on the feet. Yeah, I think he's got a room full of shoes. So that's not how I roll personally, but I respect it, and I definitely see the joy that it brings him, and many people. I have a friend named Calvin. There's that gate, holding strong. All right. You did a good job. You told him I'm here. Good job. You can relax now. I'm not gonna harm you. Uh, but yeah, Calvin has a shop, an eBay shop called Huli House, HULI, and he sells shoes, resells shoes, nice shoes. Check him out. See if there's a way to support him. Yeah, you don't trust eBay. Well, I understand you may not trust the website, but the guy, like, I know the guy. His name's Calvin. He's a good guy. He's got a good shop. He's been doing it a long time. Huli House. I think it means flip in Hawaiian. So, yeah. But yeah, I think you'd enjoy Mr. Vincent's style, his drip, his fashion. Check it out. Certainly would love, to improve my aesthetic, my fashion sense. But I'm comfort over anything else, just about. I don't know if that makes me old, but I think it's just kind of how it's always been. I've always been a comfort over looks kind of person. Um, uh, is it uh, Pane Bianco? Uh, the guy, the owner of that, Chris Bianco, I think. Did an interview. He's a chef, and he's like, "Life's too short for uncomfortable shoes," and I am right there with you. Maybe it's because of the work that I've done. Just no interest in being uncomfortable for a look unless I'm being paid for it, which is a very important distinction. We were talking about uh, being in the makeup chair last night on the walk. So, yeah. Uh, Impact says, "We rock what we rock. Comfortable, no made. Who made it? No matter who made it." Had this. Designer Drip says, "No, sir." Impact says, "We rock what we want, no matter the maker. Make your own style. Cookie cutter brands aren't my personal style." No, I have mad respect for your eye, basically, Mr. Vincent. Um, Designer says, "Looks over comfort for me." I'm curious, okay? And I get that. And then there are certain situations where I am all about the look, okay? But 90% of my life is I'd rather be comfortable. If you're paying me, I'm an actor. You're gonna put me in that chair. You're gonna put a costume on me. You know, we're gonna become a monster or something like that. We're gonna get weird with it. We're gonna do a photo shoot. Let's go. LFG. Let's go. I love that. That's fun. I'm even down to be uncomfortable for a long time. But just walking around, like, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Yes, and absolutely, that's what I'm looking for in my fashion sense is where's the comfort level? Where can I be comfortable and look clean? Get that drip. Uh, make it pop. Let's go. That's the goal. But again, I didn't study fashion. You know, there are plenty of people who are pushing boundaries of design and all that. Much respect to them. No shade at all, but we made it to the grass, y'all. Here we go. Let's get it. Shoes off. Watch the ground. No stepping on wasps today. No wasps. No dog bombs. Let's go. Feeling that grass. Woo. Yeah, both can be done. Enjoy yourself, you know? Like, coordinate. Uh, my style is probably more along the lines of a Steve Jobs or something. I don't typically wear logos. This is a unique situation where I'm wearing a logoed apparel. Uh, there are a few brands that I want to quote align myself with or even be mistaken as doing such. This is the Impact Athletics Association t-shirt. There you go. Oop, there's a wasp. Man, there's a bunch out today. No, thank you. I do admire the wasp's design, and I'll sit there and film it and appreciate the beauty, but I'll take none of that staying. Thank you. No interest. Got a dog walker. Love to see people out enjoying the outdoors, enjoying their good company. Hello. Hi there. Good morning. Hello. Oh yeah, we're live streaming, so yeah. Oh, we got a little patch over here. Let's have a look. Yeah. Highly encourage the shower after the park playtime. Definitely wise. Uh, Designer Drip says adios. Okay, amigo. Mucho gusto. Thank you for joining the chat. Um, appreciate you. Hope you're on your way to check out Mr. Vincent Alfonso Jamal and his fashion sense over on his channel. Chill Pill in the house on TikTok. Hello, Chill Pill. Impact says, bruv, you have that for you, and that's all that matters. When people come with judgmental energy, nah. Yeah, I know. I don't have any issue with designers uh, testing of me. It's all good. Your style fits you to an absolute T. Thank you. First hand experience here in the chat. It's a flying sewing machine. Wasps will do numbers on you. That's right. You did call it that. The sewing machine. The no threader. Just poke after poke. I'll take none of that. Thank you so much. Y'all, we made it to the park. Got our patch of grass. Our little space. Come a bit more that way, I think. Ooh, yeah, the 620, the 62 sets of squats. So quite a bit. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling sore. Definitely pushed it, which is fine. It's good. It's good to be sore sometimes. It's not overly so, but I'm feeling it. John in the house. Hello, sir. Good to see you as well. I see you've got uh, that frosted puppy nose as your avatar. That's a very cute dog you got there. Love dogs so much. Oh man, that low back. Low back is talking. Some cat cows here. Just inviting some movement. Just want to unlock all the stuff. Motion is lotion. Mm-hmm. How you doing today, John? Are you picking? Are you picking beans today? Y'all, I think I have to. I think I must get into a class today as well. It just seems like I need that heat to burn me out a little bit. It's been a rough go lately in that bear pose. To a downward dog. Oh, that low back is releasing with this down dog as I walk it out. Hmm. High plank. Something sharp. It's a rock. Mm-hmm. Hips are being opened. Hamstrings are being moistened with this lotion. Whew. Synovial fluid is doing its job. Get it going. As Vincent says, get a good lather. Soreness is a gift. I mean, and really chase it almost. This is such a good level of soreness. Reminds me that I did it. Used my body to a level that pushed beyond the edge, just ever so slightly. It's good to remind yourself of your capacity and understand that whatever you do, whatever boundaries you're pushing, your capacity is much likely much greater than what you experienced. Because unless you're actually running from the bear or lifting the car to save the kittens, unless you're actually in those situations, then you probably have more room, more strength, more power than you realize, which is almost always. In fact, I've never been in that situation. I've never run from a bear, nor been confronted by one, and I've never had to lift a car off trapped kittens. Have you? Have you experienced something like this? Let me know in the chat. Let us know. And if you are doing that, then I'm glad you made it out okay. Just taking some deep breaths here. Just kind of settling in. Breathing in through the nose, filling up the belly, then the chest, and the shoulders, the neck, and the head, all the way through your entire body. And a little sip at the top. Purse your lips and blow out the candle slowly. Time to make your exhale twice as long as your inhale. Fill it up. Let all that oxygen fill every crevice, every little hole, every little space within you. let it go. Again, this time I'm paying attention to the temperature of the cool air coming in my nose and the warm air leaving my mouth. Dropping in further to this moment, right here, right now, with you, with everything, with everyone. One more time. Holding it for a moment, visualizing all the air swirling around inside me, filling me up, cleaning me out, and letting go of anything that is not serving me with the exhale. One more time, just like that. And allowing my breath to flow in through my nose and out through my nose now. Closing my lips, not clenching my teeth, just letting it be closed softly. Allowing the breath to move effortlessly as I drop further into this moment. Feeling the breeze on my back. Feeling intense and peaceful gratitude for each breath, each moment that I'm here, each moment I get to savor. Letting go of any stress, any gripping, any tightness, checking in toe to head and head to toe. Releasing the tension behind my eyes, relaxing my tongue, relaxing my jaw. Just going through each area, looking for that switch, the tension switch, and just like you would before you go to bed, just turning them off, letting go. Allowing me to be in a blank environment, what might be akin to darkness, so that I can point my attention shine my light where I want it. Just being here. You may hear me use Ujjayi, which is victorious breath, a little constriction in the back of the throat. It sounds a little bit like Darth Vader. I'll exaggerate for you. Just a little constriction on the exhale. When things get tough, when the going gets tough, the tough use Ujjayi breath. And our breath gets us through it. Our breath gets us through the hard times. Our breath carries us through the good times. Savor each breath. Inviting some movement into the body, kind of running my hands on my legs, bringing awareness to my legs, my body, coming back to this physical moment where I'm about ready to move. Paying attention to the way that my legs feel under my hands, bringing that energy, building that energy. Nothing from without, it's all from within. Now, my next breath, raising my arms above my head. Exhale, let them down. Feeling that synovial fluid build up in my shoulders. A little bit of popping, a little cracking, welcoming all the nuanced feelings and sounds that my body makes. Coming in to that tabletop position. My eyes are still closed lightly, gently. Bringing that blood flow back into the lower legs. Been sitting there for a while. Swaying my hips back and forth. Feels incredible on my lower back, in my lower back. Oh, seeing how far I can get. Curling my toes under, a little bit of tapping, wake up those feet. Press heels toward the ground, lift the knees and the butt. To that downward facing dog. Playing with my scapula here, just getting some motion in that high back. I've been doing a lot of work. Relaxing my head, shaking it out. Releasing any gripping, any tension in the neck. Moving towards this high plank. Oh, hello, we're very close. Hey, Eduardo. I'm opening my eyes and seeing that you all are chatting, which is lovely. I'll read it soon. Now, a trick, we'll say, bringing my toes together. Something that really helped me out with my plank, my high plank, was this tip to tighten your quads. Just pull the core in, belly button to the spine, and really engage your quadriceps. And it gives you this strength, this incredible strength to hold that plank, pressing down through all of my fingertips, gripping the earth like I want to take a chunk out, and breathing. Pressing up and back, toes together, down dog. Heels descending towards the earth. Kind of shortening my stance a little bit so I can get there. You know, expressing gratitude and kindness towards my body, understanding that I'm putting a lot of demand on it as I straighten my knees, put the heels towards the ground, really feel that stretch in my hamstrings as I lift my butt to elongate those hamstrings. Don't overdo this, but do feel it. I do feel it. I'm letting that go, coming down to my knees. Just take a breather here. Check in with you. Feeling the heat build up in the body, holding those poses. Letting my heart relax a little bit. And see what you're saying there. How you doing, Eduardo? Got to keep it going. Got to keep it moving. Daily wins, vitality, and energy. Yes. Enjoying a lot of the Wim Hof breathing sessions. They're kind of hard to do. Yes, they are. You don't like feeling doing it. You need to almost force yourself to do that. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. But that's the thing. Um, your breathing is autonomic, it just happens. But when you start to control it, it is very powerful. And it can be dangerous. So, disclaimer, like, I am not your teacher, I am not your coach. I am just here with you side by side. You're welcome to join me in whatever way works for your body. But if you're doing breathing exercises with me, then understand that if you ever get anxious, you ever get a tight feeling, just go back to your regular breath, whether it's with me or wherever. Just relax and go back to normal breathing because your body will take care of you. It'll breathe on its own. You don't have to control it. So if it ever becomes scary, then you found your edge. Let it go. Come back. Eduardo says, same with cold showers, being without smoking for a couple days again. Good for you. Oxygen power breathing is really remarkable for vitality and presence. Absolutely. I highly recommend you reduce and eliminate smoking of anything and enjoy that breath of life. Starting to become a pillar of peace and well being for me. Meditation, if I don't do those things. Yes. Good for you. Mr. Vincent Alfonso Jamal here in support. Thank you, sir. Eduardo says, I start to feel the pollution accumulating, the garbage adding up. Yes, accumulating. Yes. And you're an artist. You've got to express that stuff, get it out, clean yourself out. Dirty mind, dirty soul both require daily cleanings like hygiene and brushing your teeth. Yes, I agree. I think so, pretty much. Yoga's that way for me. I'm gonna do it as well. Cool. Shut up and listen. Salute. A bit of military punishment, that plank holding position. Oh, it's no punishment at all. It's a gift to be able to do it. Not everybody can. Chill Pill is on TikTok and says hello. Hello, Chill Pill. Yeah, no punishment here. We're not here to punish the body. No, no, no. What we are here for is a celebration of that body, celebration of what you can do. And I understand not everybody can do what I do, and that's okay. There are many things, many people doing things that I cannot do. Okay, so this is me celebrating what I can do, and I appreciate you being here. But there's no competition, there's no punishment. I encourage you to celebrate what you can do. And hopefully, you find things that feel good for you to do. Okay? We're going to come back to that high plank because it's not punishment at all. It's a joy for me. It wasn't always. It certainly was more difficult when I started to practice it for the first time. But that's the thing. You push your edge, you find your edge, you ride it, you push it, and you become more capable than you ever realized. And there are tips like engaging your quads, dropping your butt, holding it correctly, engaging the scapula, gripping the earth, and then here's the other thing, relaxing with discomfort. Relaxing with. So, yes, it's not comfortable. I can't do this all day, but um, finding ways that I can still speak, I can still breathe effortlessly, engaging that core. These are just some tips. Hmm. And that exhale through the mouth really just kind of lets it go. Yeah. I don't know if you could see that, but I rolled over onto my toes. The TikTok wants me to verify that I'm a human. Okay. Still a person. We're here. It's been quiet on TikTok today. That's okay. This is not going to be a physically intense session. I'm happy just to get back out here. It's been a little while. All right. That's kind of intense on my wrist. Mm. most certainly get the heat going. Woo. Ooh. Eduardo says, understood, they call it facial fall. In my Marine Corps days, you need to stay in that position against your will, but jokes aside, that horse stance holding position is also hard to keep. Yeah. Would be nice to compete with yourself, try to do a record like today, do 1 minute, tomorrow I try to do 110, things like that. Forget to do those hold positions. You forget they exist. Almost like sprinting and handstands, yeah. Hey, monkey, welcome back. Welcome back. Coming back to my breath. Wow. What a treat. What an absolute treat. Give yourself this gift daily of movement to whatever degree you're capable and able. I recommend it. With that, we should probably get walking back. I'm out of fruit. I need to restock. I have no apples. I have no mangoes. I do have watermelon though. But watermelon's not fruit, it's a berry. Did you know that? Because I gotta get into a hot class today for sure. It's part of my well-being. I need that sensation of cooking. Need to burn out some stuff. This was really nice. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming. If you're only here for the yoga, I mean, this part's over. We're going for a walk back now. You're more than welcome to join me for that. We can chat more that way. Monkey, you always come in and say hi, but then you leave. I think. I think that you leave. Do you just go podcast mode or what? Introduce yourself. Hot class? Sauna? Eduardo wants to know on YouTube. Yes. Yes, indeed. It's basically Pilates in a sauna. So we're working all the core and things like that, burning out those abs. Oh my gosh. Maybe I shouldn't go. I'm just kidding. Are you familiar with Pilates? It's Pilates in about 110 degree classroom with like 40% humidity. It's pretty hot, sauna-y in there. Oh. And you know what, 45 minutes straight of just going. You know, we do push-ups in there. Some yoga poses are incorporated. I'm gonna get this soft green grass going again. I don't know what I'm doing with these shoes. A gift. Never did Pilates in my life. No, not even sure what that is. Well, um, my dad told me that, and you know, he grew up without the internet, so questionable source. Um, but perhaps he said that the creator of Pilates was in jail and recognized movements by cats, and so we're just gonna go with that. So I guess it's cat movements. cat cat workout, cat movement workout, which I enjoyed it already before he told me that. I was telling him about my Pilates journey, and he's like, "Oh, that's how it came up to be." And I was like, "Oh, I like it more. I like it more now." I recommend it. I recommend it. Pilates helps build stabilizer muscles, like the little guys. You know, you're talking about doing compound movements like deadlift, squats, um, you know, things like that. You're moving real big muscle groups, but Pilates is like strengthening and stretching the supporting muscles a lot. Um, there's not a whole lot of resistance per se in mat Pilates. You know, maybe we have some small dumbbells, um, connectivity issues, and it just ends the live. But it looks like it resurrected itself. So TikTok is still getting it. TikTok didn't miss a beat. Wonder if that's platform or device that's really having the issue. Eduardo says, I heard some of the Pilates explanation. Thank you. Right now, I see no image or sound. Oh no. Shucks. Eduardo says, "Man, I'm having internet issues." Oh wow! Like, okay, so we did see some, and see these cat workout is to fall from a high distance and try to rotate midair to land on your feet. Try to climb trees is what comes to mind. Right on. Hey, Lindsay. Hello, my lady. Sorry you missed me this morning. Oh, it's all good. My connectivity on this live has gone through it today. But yeah, I did get back to the impact workout this morning. It was a joy as always. I'm sorry that you weren't there as well. You were sorely missed when you don't join the chat as well. And then, I bounced and was able to support via the chat too. So, yes, we're on our way back. So you missed the yoga portion, which is all good. Um, you're on YouTube, so I do eventually make these public, but like you were saying, the private links. I don't know if you caught my explanation on that, but basically, I was telling Jen, I was doing live impact workouts, like the 100 push-ups, but I was doing it real quick, like 10, 15 minutes. So if you're subscribed and you're getting notifications, and then you go to check it and it's private, it's probably because I'm already done. Because I wasn't chatting much, I was just knocking it out, trying to get it in. So, but thank you for continuing to support. I do not have an OnlyFans. The private link is not for certain people. It is just probably because the link, the link that you got is going to a live that's already been ended. But I make them public after the fact. So you're not really missing anything. I do appreciate you being here right now. It's been a tough one. Had a tough go. But we carry on. And don't have shade coming up real soon. So we've been so overbooked lately. Oh, just overslept mid the last 2 days rest days, which is pretty rare for us. Hey, today we'll go hard. All right. Thank you for continuing to work hard and inspire your friends. Absolutely. And fans. No, only. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It was family stuff, So, but that's cool. You got some rest days. They're they're uh, they're very beneficial, especially if you're trying to get ripped or swole, as you have mentioned. Uh, you know, we don't build, we don't grow during our um, we don't grow during our workout. We grow in the rest time. We grow while we're sleeping. Um, we're recovering. That's when the muscles are growing back together because the workout tears them apart. So rest is critical especially if you're trying to gain size. Um, so, like you'll see, power lifters they'll push real hard and then they'll rest for a really long time. Sometimes minutes, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes between sets. Um, because they're just trying to grow. Um, strength. And that's on the micro scale, right? You're in the gym, you're pushing, and then you rest and go again. But on the bigger scale, the rest days, the proper sleep, the recovery is critical. Ooh, yeah. See that face? Can't read the words yet. Blessings unto you, my friend. Thank you, Lindsay. Shoot. Yeah. My arms are getting more toned. I'm happy about that. But I started jogging and sprinting this week, and my ankles take turns being lame now. Oh no. Oh no. Working on a routine to improve the ankles now, and next week, upping my weights to 30. Ooh. Don't do that too fast. Don't do it too fast. Here's the thing. Word of caution, my friend. Caveat emptor. Um, Muscles grow faster than tendons. So sometimes we feel stronger and we feel like we're ready to move up in weight, and then we injure ourselves by going too fast. So I'm not saying don't do it, just saying be cautious. Certainly, if you're newer to lifting weights, then it is tempting because you feel like I'm getting stronger and I can do it, and you can, but you have to give your tendons the opportunity to get stronger as well as your muscles. The muscles grow faster than tendons. As far as your ankles, I know you're sharing your experience, not necessarily looking for advice, but I'm compelled to say, include that yoga. And if you're feeling like they're giving you trouble, listen to the whisper. You might dial it back a little bit because the interest, the pull, the temptation to go harder, stronger, push, and all that is very strong. But uh, again, celebrate your body. It's not a punishment. You do not have to push through lame ankles if you're trying to run. Let yourself recover and find that edge, right? Don't go so far that it hurts every time. Um, my 2 cents. My 2 cents. I want you to meet your goals, and I want you to be uh, safe and injury free on that path. Okay, a little bit of shade here. Lindsay, always open to advice. Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, take what works for you and leave the rest, right? That's truth on getting jacked. Yes. If it's too much, I can go back. No worries. Yeah. Yeah, you've been saying that muscles versus tendons. I may fail, but I'll be super careful. Make certain I'm comfortable before continuing. Yes. Yes. Because the other thing is the tendons, they don't speak loudly. Okay. They're whispering. Um, you know, they're like, hey, this kind of sucks. Like, oh, this kind of hurts. And then the next day they're just like, oop, we're in trouble. It's like, oh no, now I can't even do lighter stuff, you know. And then your muscles suffer because you're set back because of the tendons. So keep that in mind. Um, and this is where programming comes into play, because if you're serious about this, Lindsay, and I think that you are, uh, it's not just about how you feel at that point, because the intuitive workout situation that we're kind of doing with impact, it's like, hey, we're moving, motion is lotion, we're getting ready, 100 push-ups, 10 sets of 10, taking time, however much time we need in between all that. It's different than trying to get the goals that you're talking about. Okay. So you want to program. You want to be on a on a cycle, right? So you're saying yoga would probably be wise. Temptation is strong. It isn't worth injury. Wise advice, my guy. Thank you for the healthy, cautious share. Ditto, safe and injury free. Yes. Oh no. Okay. More with 20s first. So that's where I wanted to get to. Uh, you're probably right. It's resonating. Conditioning comes first. So about the 20s, um, you want to, if you're looking to grow muscles and get swole and all that, probably do a program. You want a program. So it's not just how you feel. Like, oh, I got 20s today. I'll do 30s tomorrow. Uh, give yourself the time to adapt to the 20s. And, you know, of course, if it's way too easy, then yeah, you got to move up. You got to move up in weight or reps. It's about volume, but track your volume, you know, and do it for a while. Do a program, say for 3 months. I'm gonna do these things, and uh, I'm gonna do them at this weight where I can um, pain free, but with challenge toward the end. Go to failure or close to failure. A couple reps in reserve, where it's like, yeah, I could do two more, but not more, kind of thing. So if that's, hey birdie, if that's 20 pounds bicep curls for, I don't know, 12 reps, and you do that, and at the end of your 12 reps, you're like, oh, I could do 20 more, then yeah, you need 30s. You know, people leaving trash everywhere. Uh, but if you're at the end of your 12 reps and you're like, oh, that was really hard. Like 10, 11, and 12 were exhausting, and I had to slow down. I couldn't do it as fast. Like I almost gave up. Then you're at the right spot, you know. Then you want to do that for 3 months, and then keep going. And by the end of the 3 months, you probably know. You're like, I'm definitely ready. My tendons feel strong and all that stuff. Okay, we're back. Yeah, froze because I'm back to my Wi-Fi. Uh, yeah. Cool. Hello, Evelyn Shubin. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I, I was around family, so they got me. They got me. First, it was my niece, and then um, she did a really good job. She did my dad's hair, and she did mine. She even she even did my mustache. I was like, all right. she she's a braiding fool. Charlotte is her name. She did a good job. And then a couple days later, and maybe a week almost, Erin got me, and she's real good at braiding too. Yeah, Charlotte's she's awesome. How you doing, Can Shams? Hello. Do I still ride my bike? It's pretty warm right now, and um, I did lay it down a while back, so I haven't been. I actually injured that was my injury. I don't know how long you've been tuning in, but yeah, I wasn't able to do push-ups for a while. And so I had to build back my push-ups because I had that injury. And now I still like my left thumb and my right toe, which is like, come on, little pieces of me are just, whoa, they're really making some regular movements tough. Um, yeah, built back my push-ups, doing them off the car, and just progressing again like I was brand new at it, and got them back, and now they're back with force, with a vengeance. Like a couple days ago, I did 620 push-ups, 620 squats, 620 jumping jacks, and technically 310 knee raises. And I got the 10,000 steps in. Yeah, so I'm still feeling the effects of that workout. A little bit of DOMS still going on from that, but uh, yeah, yeah, it was a great workout. That one that one will become live probably in a couple weeks. Can Shams, your first time in the chat? Have you been here before? Evelyn Shubin giving the likes over on TikTok. What's happening? Where are you tuning in from? How did you find me? Khan Shams is from Pakistan. Right on, welcome. We are here in the southwest US. Yeah, yes, all are welcome. Um, we got over 5,000 steps in so far, so a great start to our morning. Yes. Lindsay starting yoga. Oh, man. See, the thing with yoga, one of the incredible benefits you'll notice right away, I think, if you do start, when you do start doing it regularly, is strengthen the feet. A lot of people struggle with the foot pain because we don't use our feet. We wear these protective shoes, and the feet just get ignored, and the muscles get get weak. So you start doing yoga regularly, and your feet muscles get strong. uh, but you got to go through that pain first. Yeah. Hey, motion is lotion, right? I mean, if you got clicking and clacking and cracking and popping, throw that lotion on there. Get a good lather. Get lathered up with that movement. Uh, and you may notice in the impact workouts, like I'm not out the gate just doing jump squats. I'm working up to it. You gotta think of it like a crock pot. Warm up to it. Don't just go right after it. You can hurt yourself. Um, yeah, all that popping. Yikes! I hear you. It can be scary, but typically pops and cracks, they're not bad per se, but they are like an indication, to do warm ups and work them out slowly as opposed to just ripping through it. Is that, I don't know the language. Yes, yes, indeed. Crockpot yoga, cookies and cream workouts. Only the best, only the very best. Evelyn Schubin, I appreciate the love, the likes. Introduce yourself. Lindsay says, I got into it and without notice, I'd unwittingly let it slide off. Glad you advised me to start again. Thank you very much. You got into what? Yoga? I see. Gotcha. It's, for me, it's, as Eduardo was saying earlier, very much hygienic. It's hygiene, stretching and breathing. And, you know, it's not low intensity necessarily at all. It might be low impact, but it's gonna challenge you. It's strenuous. Uh, like I was holding the plank. He was marveling at that, like saying it's punishment. And in the military, it is dished out as punishment. I understand that that's what he was saying, but for me, I tend to see movement and the ability to move and to hold poses and things like that as a gift, like as a joy. Like I get to do this. I'm just kind of staying in gratitude for what I'm capable of doing, even though it might be challenging. Khan Shams is saying a lot of stuff. I'm sorry to say I don't understand. Feel free to use a translator for English. I'd be happy to engage with you more if I know what you're saying. Thank you, Khan. You seen this shirt, Lindsay? You recognize that face? This is the face of Vincent Alfonso Jamal with an F and a Z. Check out his channel. Appreciate you contributing to the chat. Yeah, he was mentioning, and something I knew this, but Impact started out as a clothing idea, a brand idea, um, with the shoe and the wings and all that. And I have my own clothing brand that I have not made shirts with or anything like that, just concepts. We were somebody in the chat today was called Designer Drip. We've just been talking about fashion all day. It's it's great. Um, but yeah, my clothing brand is called Deliberately Me. So look for that one day. Not anytime soon, probably, but I want to make sure that uh, it's sustainable. It's been my the caveat. Thank you very much. Yeah, Khan is just going crazy with the chat. I wish I knew what you're saying. Hopefully, it's positive. I'm just going to assume that it is. How's the pogo coming, Lindsay? You guys having fun? I just saw my brother who does pogo. I think he does pogo. At least he did at one time. Because I was in his hometown visiting, and he and the kids, his children, were like out there with the phones, capturing Pokemon. It's like, what are you doing? What is that? They were into it. Oh, it was years ago though. Lindsay on YouTube says, pretty good. We're seeing a shift, more regular, consistent members and less attendance as a whole. So seems like it's trimmed down to like minded members right now. I like that. Cool. Yeah, your vibe attracts your tribe, right? Right, Chill Pill? We did a crazy adventure together Sunday, walked a huge bridge and a mile trail. Again, now I want to play Pokemon Go. Like, I never wanted to play it until you told me about this, like, walking aspect of it. Like, that's so cool. I guess I'm playing Pokemon Go in real life, trying to capture, like, the rabbits and the lizards and the birds and stuff. Um, with my phone, trying to capture them, their image in the live. So I guess I'm playing Pokemon Go. That sounds like a lot of fun. Crazy adventure together Sunday. Huge bridge and mile trail. Ms. Jen. Bonjour, Jen. Jenny Swanson. Good afternoon. Jen was in the chat this morning with the Impact Athletics Association. We got to see her and chat a bit. She was cooking, knocking them down. Lindsay says it's really fun. You are my dude. You are my dude. You are. LOL. Your gallery being your Pokedex too. All right. Pokedex. All right. I get it. Like my Rolodex, my Pokedex, my CRM is on fleek. Jen says still working, but see y'all here. Hey there, Ms. Lady L. Still saving lives, saving those stranded souls out there. Jen is making people's day a little bit easier. That's cool, Jen. Yeah, we already did the walk, the yoga, the walk again. Got our halfway mark for the 10,000 steps. I feel pretty good about that. No need to push it too much this morning. I still want to do a hot class. I've got a hot class video dropping on Friday. I think I do enough classes. I'll probably end up doing them. Probably do the like a time lapse yoga video or Pilates video on Fridays. Look for that. Evelyn Shubin has commented, "Hello," and you're saying goodbye. That's too bad. Bye. Get to go work. See you. Okay, Evelyn. I appreciate you joining and hanging out with me. Evelyn Shubin liked the live on TikTok. I hope we'll get to see you again real soon. Don't work too hard. Let's chat some more next time you're in, okay? Jen says, heck yeah. I assume you're talking about making people's day a little better. Uh, yeah. Bing Bing on YouTube says, how often do you shower? That is a great question. As often as needed. And I'll tell you, occasionally, more than more than more than occasionally, it is multiple times a day. So definitely before I go to bed, and definitely after my walk, and definitely after hot class. So typically 3 to 4 times a day, and they're not all like the big shower. Sometimes it's just a rinse because I know I'm going to do another workout. But yeah, I do like to sweat. Lindsay says, "Shoot, yeah, I got time Friday to follow along and do yoga with you. Nice. Oh, I mean, it would be a time lapse video, like the 30-second short, like from my classes, because I don't go live in the classes. Um, but sometimes I will. I do enough of them. I do multiple classes a week, and so I'll just, if the studio allows it, then I'll do a time lapse recording, and it's just turns into a short, just me like moving around real fast. to music. I think they're fun. I post them. Let me know if you like them. Um, I got a few up right now. But yeah, I mean, doing a follow along yoga might be something we do. I am a registered 200-hour registered yoga teacher with the Yoga Alliance. So I've considered doing it. I haven't done it yet, where I would do like a full on session. I do have a yoga video, um, a couple yoga videos on my channel where I'm not instructing, but I'm just doing a flow, and you're welcome to check those out. They're longer and in real time, so they're not sped up like the classes videos. Jen says, oh wait, no, yeah. Jen says, no, that heck yeah was for you being halfway there. Oh, hey, we did it. Yes. And thank you for being here for it. Uh, appreciate you. Hopefully you get your steps in too. How can I support you? Let me know. I definitely am interested in supporting you and inspiring you. So let me know what you need. Let's go. Um, are you counting your steps? Is a question that I have, because that is, I thought I was getting way more steps in than I was on my days off. Like when I do a job, I'm like, I'm on a gig, easily 2,500 or 25,000 steps, easy. Uh, Not atypical at all. And I would notice, we talk about it on set. And we're like, oh, how many steps did you get today? It's like, oh, I'm so tired. We got 30,000 steps or whatever. But when I'm not on a job, I was noticing like I think I'm getting 10,000 steps, and I'm checking. I'm like, I'm not. I'm not walking 5 miles a day right now when I'm not working. So then I started tracking, hence the walks, and inviting you to come along with me. So curious to know where you're at. I wouldn't mind a yoga session with Burns and Miss Lady L. Nor would I. That would be fun. That might be something we'll have to do. Um, we can coordinate that for sure. You got to be patient with me because I'm not teaching people. I may be registered, but it's not my job, right? And I don't do it as a job. Lindsay says, been rinsing a lot too, bro. Gotcha, makes sense. I get one of you saved. I'll follow then. I got one of you saved. I'll follow then. Okay, check them out. Yeah, I'd follow that and instruct a class by Ms. Nathaniel, Mrs. Nathaniel. It's all good. It's all good. Can is throwing dollar amounts. Okay, it's all good. Hey, I am not ashamed to dress like a woman, be called a woman, or you know, because it's not shameful to be a woman. I love women, so ain't no problem with that. You can call me she, her, they, them, Mister, Ms. Doesn't really matter to me. Uh, Lindsay says, P.S. Glad to know I'm not the only one who does that. Sometimes 2 or 3 times before my nighttime shower. Yes. Oh man, it's just it's just gotta happen. you know, um, get that rinse, get that rinse going. When you're working like this, especially in summer and heat, um, it just gotta happen. And we all know, like, ladies, come on. There's the quick shower, the quickie shower. Then there's like all the variables on the spectrum, all the way up to the date shower, which we're hitting all the areas, doing all the things. We know. It's the same for the gentleman. Hopefully, hopefully it's the same. Hopefully, we're taking that full shower pretty regularly. Um Jen says, "No, I do not track my steps. I need to get a good pedometer. Is there one on your telephone?" Dating myself. Lindsay says, "Snazzy gets at least 5K a day. I don't know how he does it. He says it's work. Totally. Totally. Yeah, I mean, at work, you got your phone on you, you're doing the thing. Sometimes you get them in real easy." Uh, Lindsay says, "We get it about yoga and no teach." Yeah. Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to my live. Is it your first time here? Have we met? Um, Lindsay says, "I saved one of your videos specifically to do yoga routine and haven't gotten to it yet." Ah, I may do that before Friday. We'll see. You're so funny, Mr. Nathaniel and Miss J with this Ms. typo. Hello, Stephanie. Yes, Stephanie says hi. Welcome, welcome. You are welcome here. Um, yeah, I think we were talking about that and in the Impact chat today. There's a woman who wouldn't subscribe to the Impact channel, and her reasoning was she only supports women. I'm like, there's women in Impact. There are women in Impact. Impact loves women. Women love Impact. Like, women are awesome. Like, working out is for everybody. For sure, for sure. The LOL emojis. I wonder what that's all about. Stephanie's, where are you tuning in from? What's the scoop? TikTok is so quiet today. It's funny, it bounces back and forth. Sometimes YouTube's real quiet, sometimes TikTok is. Lindsay says, "Not a super long session, but I'm feeling good. Body got that motion lotion. Yeah, nice." You did a session just now or today? And I wonder, I think Jen maybe went podcast mode or bounced, but she did say she had to go to work or she was still working. All good. Now I'm stretching real quick. Yes, I started yoga on here with you before Jen jumped in. Oh, nice. So you're saying you're doing yoga or you started yoga? You're following one of my videos or just doing some yoga with me body doubling you right now? Oh, nice. Right on, Lindsay. Yeah, that lake is beautiful. A list I googled. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, there's so many great yoga teachers in the YouTube space, in the yoga space that but it is a lot of noise, and it is, you know, sometimes I want to work with people that I know. That's all. Yeah, pups need to go before it's too hot. Yes, those little pup toes. They need to not get burnt. So when I had my dog Piff, I would it gets hot here real fast, and sometimes it wasn't hot, and then it is hot real fast. So I would, take the shoes off. There's one reason why I'm all about the slides, because I take the slides off, put the feet directly on the concrete that we'd be walking on, and just kind of test it out. And if I couldn't stand there for, you know, indefinitely, then his feet were going to burn on the walk, right? So if it was uncomfortable at all, then we'd have to skip it or find elsewhere to go, grass or something like that. Piff is such a cute name. Yeah. It means the best, right? Hey, Chops Bear. Chops Bear liked the live on TikTok. Thank you, brother. Yeah, it's a little dog dad trick. Chops Bear on TikTok says, "I didn't know you owned shirts." Thank you for the gifts, sending. Rose, thank you. Yeah, this is one of a kind design. This is by Vincent Alfonso Jamal. This is actually his image, his face. Whoop, look at that. And the clothing brand, Impact Athletics Association, was a clothing brand before it was the community that it is now. So it's kind of grown out of that. Lindsay says, "Whoa, I didn't know that I used Piff for a D&D character once too. Cool." Sure, jokes. Yeah. Um, Chops Bear says, "Not that I'm complaining." Right on. Yeah, sometimes I do wear shirts. I mean, preferably sleeveless. I'm not a big clothes person. We've been talking about clothes all day. It's so funny. Um, but yeah, I clean up nice. I've worn a suit once. There's been a tie around this neck before. There was a job I had where I had to wear a tie, and I was like, after that job, "Mm, not really a tie person, not really a shoes person, not really a shirt person." But we have social constructs and agreements, social contracts that we follow in public. Lindsay says, "Whoa, I didn't know that." Yeah, Piff means the best. Yeah, I thank you. Lindsay says, "We all adore you. Thank you so much for being your most genuine self." I am aiming for that. I will tell you. I will tell you that I am aiming to be my most authentic self. That's a sound that my dad used to do, and it took me years to be able to do it. Funny story. He would when I had a play. I was in a play or something, and I'm behind the curtain. I would hear that over the crowd. The murmuring crowd. I'd hear, and I knew that behind the curtain that my dad was in the audience. Pretty cool. Ah, you're a treat and a treasure. Well, thank you very much. Lindsay says that woke my pups up. They were tripping. So funny. Precious story. Yeah, he's a good guy. Yep, yep. Uh, and it perplexes people. I think there might be one or two people that have been able to do it, but you know, I was so proud of myself when I got that skill, when I unlocked that, called the face cricket. He never had a name for it. It's just what I called it. So you got the face cricket, got the face sweater. Yeah, yeah. So we're just hanging now, and I'm totally down with that. We can chat. Don't always get a chance to. I've been away for a while, so Lindsay says, "Man, I'm feeling great. I can tell I've got good circulation." Yes. Thank you so much again for promoting healthier choices and influences for us all. Can't wait to get active. Face sweater, you in clothes right now. It's I don't know. There's something there. I don't know what it is exactly, but let's tune in. Let's figure it out. Let's parse it out, suss it out, figure it out. How many ways can we say that? I'm fresh out. What's up, Jerry? Jerry on the TikTok. Oh. It was a great workout with Impact this morning. It was very felt very welcomed when I sent my good morning text to Mr. Vincent. No, sir. 102. FedEx guys here. 102. Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah, that's not me. Oof. Lindsay says, I just checked. It's 94. I'd better get before it turns 96 for these sweet pups. Consider me podcast mode, but I'm so happy I got to tune in this time. Thanks for the live. Absolutely is my utmost pleasure. Always, always great to see you, my lady. And stoked that you're going to get out there with them pups. They just love it so much. You know, I have to recommend you got dogs. Do you train them? Have you considered training them? Uh, Changed the relationship I had with my dog. Uh, it was already incredible. He was already the best boy, but when I started intentionally training him and not just loving him the way that I thought he wanted, uh, and the way that I knew how, when I started training him, he just he really enjoyed it. It improved our relationship, which I thought would not even be possible, but it just got better and better and better. So highly recommend that you train your dogs, get your training in. Association, been away. What did I miss? Honk. With the pink monster. Pank. What did you miss? I mean, we're just chatting. We are just chatting. Ms. Jen showed up. Lady L is here. Lindsay says, "Yes, we try. Just got to figure out what works. We just 2 days. We just 2 days ago used the sound collars, and it was conflicting. The results were great, but I felt awful doing it. Couldn't tell how the sound made him feel. But I loved. He listened and displayed better listening skills." Mr. Vincent says Piff was the dude. Uh, I think there's some impact video of Mr. Piff doing some sprints with me. Lindsay says for sure. Hey, Spider. Uh, yeah, Piff was the dude. He was my bro. He's my roll dog, my ride or die, my homie, my pup. Um, a lot of my videos on YouTube feature Mr. Piff. His full name, Lindsay, which not everybody knows, it's a secret, was McPifferton Spaceman. McPifferton Spaceman. Oh, I can't remember his name. It's been so long. I'll have to find it. Lindsay says they're kids and kids need discipline, so it's an adjustment. I'll let you know if I have any concerns or questions with training. Ah, yes. So I never used the sound collar. Mick Pifferton, Spaceman Sinclair the third, Burns Jr. Yes, Spaceman McPifferton Sinclair the third or the first. Yeah, that's him. Woo! Got the Gouda brain, Swiss cheese, Spaceman McPifferton Sinclair. He was the dog. There's my buddy. She didn't have Gage with her, but I was looking for Gage this morning. It's my neighbor that takes her senior dog for a walk every morning, and we get to connect on during the impact. I haven't been doing that, so I haven't seen her. I just saw her. So I hope that Gage is doing well. Oh my God, what a title! I mean, such a deserving soul. Like he was the very best. I never used a shock collar or a spiky collar or anything like that. Um, there are ways. Callie was our cat that I called the Duchess of Meowsington. Bro, Callie. The Duchess. Yes. Lindsay says it's a first the collar. I don't feel good about it, but one of the pups is so willful, and I worry he'll put himself in a bad way if we don't up our game as parents. I don't want to neglect my duty and him winding up suffering for it. Of course, of course, I understand. Um, like I'm not saying do or do not, only that I did not. Uh, you know, so I don't know your dog, but hopefully you can figure that out, figure out a solution that works to keep him safe or her safe. For example, if he thinks I'm afraid of someone, he tries to bite them. He bit a crackhead for me, which is sweet, but man, we got lucky that time. Crackhead had it coming. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. But like the crackhead, he needs to know no means no. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Uh, Dogs can be protective and can be a positive force in a high stress situation for those that they're protecting. Um, but yeah, you gotta wield that power as the caretaker very carefully. Awkward situations, yeah. Make sure that you are in control of that powerful weapon of a jaw. Like wow. So good on you for making efforts to train him. Um, Certainly there are ways. Kiko Pup was a really good influential resource for me in my training, learning how to train my dog. Kikopup, Kiko Pup. I think she may or may not be still active, but there were some videos where it's like, oh, mind blown, like, duh, of course, like, oh, really, really good stuff from Kiko Pup on how to train your dog. Exactly why we started the beep collar. I got you. Got to have control to protect him. Kiko Pup, yes. On YouTube, Kikopup. Just a real, real great resource for training your dog. Um, if I was there, if we were in the same town, I'd be happy to meet your dog and help train. But yeah, Kiko Pup has, I think her dog's passed. Like she was making such good stuff, and then for so long that you know they're not around long enough. None of us are. Very cool of you. Thank you very much for sharing. Of course. All right, go, go, Lindsay. Well, Mr. Vincent, we're gonna keep you here all day. We love having you. I love having you in the chat, and great to see you. Your little photo there and chatting with you is always a pleasure and an honor. All right, I gotta go walk these pups. Thank you again. I screenshot the name. We'll check her out. Yes, check her out. It's worth your time, in my opinion. And best of luck with with your pups. Have a have a blast with them. Enjoy them. Love them, and train them because that's part of showing your love. All right. Talk soon. Get that walk in. Well, my good friends, thank you for joining. Always an honor and a pleasure. Lindsay says, I'll share some pics of them soon. Great idea. Yeah. And just so you know, Lindsay, I know that Vincent uh, does a lot. He's got a lot going on. Um, but I'm not part of the Impact channel officially. Like, I don't see the messages that come through. He started it 20 years ago or whatever. So if you ever want to send something to me, send it directly to me if you want me to see it, or you know, get in queue with the impact situation. But yeah, we'd love to see like where you're at, what you're up to, and love to meet your pups. They're a real joy to have around in our lives. Mr. Vincent says solid advice. Yes, yes, indeed. Yeah, the way that humans love is not the way that dogs love, and showing love as a human to a dog can be confusing to a dog if you're doing it in a human style. And that was a hard learned lesson. Uh, Same with cats, right? They have their own love language, and learning how to speak cat, how to speak dog, how to love, demonstrate your love in dog language and in cat language will serve your relationships with your companion animals if you choose to have them. And just like people, I mean, relationships are everything. So here we're opening these can of worms. Uh, a lot of times, what we think is uh, a kindness or a benefit to our relationships is not an act that we do. We think that it's making it better, improving it, demonstrating our love, demonstrating our kindness and compassion. Sometimes it's not seen that way, it's not received as a positive thing. Sometimes our best intentions are received in a negative way. And, they talk about love languages and all that. I don't subscribe to those beliefs per se. And also, if you trail back to the author and what they're all about, maybe you wouldn't support that anyway, if you learned. But the idea that everybody's expression of and perception of love and relationships, what is a contribution to building a stronger bond, is not always seen commensurate. It's not always uh, equal. So it, it takes communication. And to quote John Sidney Barrymore from I Hate Hamlet, communication, that absolute assassin of romance. Yes, yes, there was a time, John Barrymore. This is a new time. We must communicate. Uh, and I think the best lovers, the best companions, best relationships to be in since the beginning of time probably had the best communication, however it uh, manifested. So we're just communicating differently these days, but it's always been an important aspect of high quality, meaningful, lasting relationships. In my humble opinion, which I'm going to assume you've had enough of for today. So let's do this again real soon, shall we? Uh, I can't express how much I appreciate you for being here and walking with me today. Let's do it again real soon, okay? Probably jump in that hot class real soon. And like again, I got the the time lapse hot class video coming on Friday, and we'll see if that can be something you enjoy and that we'll do regularly. I think they're fun. So y'all have a beautiful day. It's always an honor and a pleasure.